In front of me is the OPPO Reno 14, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at this device with all the box marketing of AI phone. I love it. Anyway. So let's just get straight into this. Now, what it means by OPPO AI phone, only God knows. It's not really mentioned here. So anyway, let's getting into this. Make your moment. Now my moment would be without AI, so I just leave that to the side. Grab the phone. I do have to say that the color looks nice. Yeah, I kind of like it, but holy crap, does it look like an iPhone from the side. Anyway, booting it up. Under that we have a Type A to Type C charging cable, and that's it. You don't get a break, you don't get nothing else. So let's get to this. In terms of specifications, we are looking at a 6.59 inches of display right here, which is an AMOLED display with a resolution of 1256 by 2760 pixels, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, a whopping 3840 Hz pull rate for the display, which is freaking fantastic. HDR10 Plus certified with a peak brightness of 1200 nits. A little bit low, but anyway. We also have a 89.6% screen to body ratio and 460 pixels per inch, covered with a corner Gorilla Glass 7i or crystal shield glass. Additionally, we also have a pre-applied screen protector on here, so that's also pretty nice. And for the people that don't know what I just said, don't worry, your furniture shouldn't float or anything like that. So to put it simply, the display right here is actually really good. It's surprising how good actually this is. Considering the price is below what, for instance, Samsung charges you for their phones, or for instance Pixel wants for their. Anyway, let's move over to the cameras at the back first. And here we have what looks to be a triple camera setup. Now, the two main sensors, if we can call that, are both 50 megapixel. One is f1.8 aperture 26mm wide lens, and we got a f2.8 aperture 80mm telephoto. And then the last one is an 8 megapixel f2.2 15mm 116 degree ultra wide lens. With those cameras you can record videos up to 4K at 60 frames per second max, but if you drop it down to 1080p you get 60 along with slow motion of 120. So those are the back cameras. Now if we flip it over to the front, that's where we have another 50 megapixel sensor, f2.0 aperture, 21mm wide lens that also does 4K 60 and 1080p 60. No slow motion though. Those are the cameras. Now if we go into the internals, not really go, I'm going to be taking the phone apart. We will be presented with a 6000 mAh battery for a relatively small screen size of the display. So just bring up my phone. Just gonna wanna. So this is the small Samsung phone, the S25, the smallest one that they have. You can see it is a bit smaller than this, but this device packs a whopping 6000 mAh battery instead of like 4000 that the S25 packs. So 6000, and additionally we have a whopping 80 watts of charging speed for this battery, which is obviously pretty good. It's much better than what Samsung offers with their devices. Specifically this one has like 25 watts, which is just a joke for a phone in 2025. So yeah, 80 watts is really good charging speed for a device. Unfortunately, there's no charger provided, so you'll need to get one yourself, unless you already have one. Now, moving on, we also have, at the lowest end, 8 GB of RAM with 256 gigs of storage, but this device can be spec'd up all the way up to 1 TB of storage and 16 gigs of RAM, so you can push it wildly into like unreasonable territories of basically what you would expect from a desktop computer to pack, or laptops more like. So yeah, these are pretty good specs, but I want to point out this device comes at a price of about below $800, so it's pretty well priced, I would say, for what it offers. And that would refer to the lowest end, the 8GB of RAM and 256. If you want the 1TB, you're probably going to be spending over 900, if not more. I might be expecting like even over $1,000. You know what? Let me not guess. I'm just gonna search for this. Oop, not 1TG, 1TB. Come on. If I could only type correctly. There we go. So, give me a sec, because this actually might be even cheaper than what I'm saying. Just need to double check. So that's 2,800. Let's see. Yeah, so right now I'm checking Allegro, which is Polish equivalent of something like an Amazon. And right here, from OPPO official store on there, you can get this phone for 2,800 PLN, which is basically actually a little bit less than so it's like 750 US dollars, something along those lines. So for 750, and that is the 12GB of RAM 256 version of this phone. So it's not the default like 8 gigs RAM, the lowest end that you can possibly get. Could be that this is limited by region, so maybe something like India has this version of the device and the rest of the world gets the higher end one with 12 gigs. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this, but I genuinely don't see anyone selling the 8 gig RAM version on at least the Allegro. So about 750 for 12 gigs RAM, 256 storage. Seems like a pretty decent option. One thing that I also want to add in terms of the storage, there is no expandable storage. Samsung Internet, huh? Let's go with Firefox, that's much better. So yeah, there's no expandable storage here. So something to keep in mind if you're buying this device. Automatically go for the version that actually like has the amount of storage that you will need. So in a second, once I actually get to the home screen, we can see the OS, how it looks like. So there it is. We have a couple features by the look of it that are just straight out of something like Samsung with the Edge panel. Now this is running Android 15 with ColorOS 15 as well. And it looks decent. It's nothing like egregiously out of the Android realm. It does come with garbage, as you would probably expect at this price range for a device that offers what it offers. So we have things like Black Blast, Booking, and all the other crap right here that comes loaded already on here. I actually don't think these are downloaded. Never mind, they are. Holy shit. Excuse me? Okay, that was weird. Let's try another one. Yep, okay, so these are just like straight loaded on here already. Okay. Yep, so yeah. So you will need to clean up your device a little bit. As you can see, there is plenty of shit on here already. But you can delete these applications. Just going to showcase this, no problem. Hopefully. Uninstall, be gone. So you can get rid of it, no problem. It's not really a big deal. So if you have some kind of trash apps that you don't want, just get rid of them right away when you set up the device. One last thing actually that I didn't mention is the processor powering this, and it's the Dimensity 8350 processor. Now this is basically a flagship processor, and to compare it to, let's actually quickly check what it is closer to. I don't think it's the equivalent of like something like the 8 Elite. That's most certainly not going to be the case, I presume, but I'm just going to check it. Yep, it's not even in the same realm. So let's see, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 maybe? So even Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is just a little bit better. maybe like Gen 1. Oh, yep, that seems to be more of a comparison. So it's closer to something like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Not the best processor on the market for the price, to be honest. So it seems like OPPO decided to do some cost cutting right here. They offer everything here. This kind of like form factor is pretty decent. The only thing that I find it to be a little bit more lacking is obviously the processor, being the Dimensity in this case. It seems like the biggest limiting factor. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because as the device released in May 15 of 2025, it does compete with other devices like, for instance, the Xiaomi 15. And that device will be just a little bit more expensive. I do want to clarify this. But let me just quickly check the prices. So yeah, it's just a bit more expensive by like $25 to maybe $50. If you're already spending $750 isn't necessarily that big of a difference, I would say, but it will be a way worth the upgrade purchase. As for instance, for 2800 or 28,500, which equates to, let me just check this. So, actually, wait, no, that is $780. So that's almost this, like $750, $780, and that's nearly identical price. And if you can get it on sale, that's even better. So for that, you get the Xiaomi 15 with 12 gigs of RAM and half a terabyte of storage, so more than you have right here. And more importantly, what you get is a much faster processor, being the Snapdragon 8 Elite. So it's like a tier higher and the best one it can get, and it's literally what you have in the newest flagships from Samsung. So yeah, that is pretty good, and the cameras also there are pretty good. Now from Xiaomi, the 15 version is basically what they have as a flagship phones. These are their highest end models. There's a couple tiers. You have like the 15, some 15, I don't know, Pro or Plus or whatever, and then you have also the Ultra. Now, obviously, the 15, the base one, is the one that I'm talking about. The screen size is close to this one. It's actually a bit smaller than this, at 6.36 inches instead of the 6.5 something that we have right here. But other than that, the device will basically outperform this one in terms of raw power. And in terms of cameras and other things, it's either on the same page or basically very close to each other, maybe a little bit higher in certain cases. I know the battery is smaller, but charging speed I think was better. Let's see. Just to get a quick look. Yeah, so battery wise, we are looking at 5,240, but 90 watts charging and 50 watts wireless charging as well. Because it's a flagship device, it comes with additional perks. It also runs Android 15 with up to 4 years of upgrades, HyperOS 2 and all that jazz. Same thing, AMOLED display, but it also comes with a Dolby Vision certification and a higher peak brightness at 3200 nits. So yeah, in general, oh, and one more thing, it rocks a triple 50 megapixel camera, a wide, telephoto, ultra wide, which do 8K at 30 and 4K up to 60 with 10-bit Dolby Vision, HDR and all that jazz, and also log videos. So in terms of cameras, the phone will be better. In terms of performance, the Xiaomi will be better. The only thing you sacrifice is just a bit of a smaller screen size, and you get, I would say, a pretty decent device all in all. So if you're on the fence on which kind of Chinese phone you want, I might recommend maybe checking out the Xiaomi 15, as that one seems to be a fantastic flagship for about the same price as this one. This nonetheless is still a, I would say, good phone. It does have pretty great specifications, but like I said, the only thing limiting here is the Dimensity 8350. So that is a bit lower step down from the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and at the same price, basically, literally defeats the purpose to go for something that offers you a lower performance for the same price. Anyway, that about sums it up. So If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily transfer the data from your old device into your new OPPO and how you can restore a backup. Alright, so let's begin. First I'll show you how you can transfer the data into your OPPO from your old device. As you can see, we are doing the setup process, and that's the thing that will appear when you turn the phone for the first time. So select your language and click on Next. And now select your region, then click on Next, click on Next once again, and now we have option to set up using another device. That's the thing that we want to get. So in my case, I'll pick the Android device as my second device. If you're using an iPhone, you can simply select the option down below. And you can already see that on my second device, an option for the setup appeared. There's a chance that it won't appear automatically, just like in my case. So if it doesn't pop out, you can open up your camera app and use the Google Lens to scan this code. If you don't have the Google Lens, you can always use some third-party QR code scanning apps. So let's scan this code. Let's wait, because the second device is currently also connecting. We need to wait a little. Alright, in my case, I need to also verify by drawing the lock screen that I had on my previous device. And that's the thing that is necessary in my case. Okay, as you can see, it's connecting to the Wi-Fi automatically. Okay, it's going. We need to wait a little. Click on Next. Now, we have option to copy data from your Android device. Let's click on Next. Alright, after the loading screen we have something like that. Choose what to copy, and in here we have a list of things that we want to copy. In my case, I don't know why the apps doesn't want to appear, but you won't have that problem. Now select the things that you want to backup, to transfer right in here, and click on copy. Now the process will start. And now we have the simple setup process. So in here, click on Next. Click on Got It. Now we have our Google services. Click on Accept. Same thing with the backup services that are really useful, so I highly recommend turning them on. They're really useful even for day-to-day use. Now let's select the default browser and the search engine. Click on Next. I always pick the Chrome because in my opinion it's the best option. Then click on Set as Default, and same thing with the search engine. Pick the one that you want. I always use the Google. And also click on Set as Default. Click on Continue. Now we have a possibility to enable the Hey Google sentence to launch the Gemini, which is the assistant. It's completely up to you. In my case, I'll turn it on. You can also add your card into your Google Pay. In my case, I'll skip it. Don't worry, it's always available to do it later. In here also click on No Thanks, and you can see that the copying process is still going. So now we need to simply wait until it's finished, and I'll see you once it's done in my case. Alright, the copying has been done, so let's click on the button. Now let's click on Close. Now we need to wait a little until this loading screen is done. a lot of waiting during the setup process, but it's necessary to go through. Alright, in here you can enable your mobile data. Of course, if you have your SIM card inserted, you can insert it right now or do it later. It's completely up to you. Then click on Next, click on More and click on Agree. Select your navigation method. It can be gestures or the buttons if you don't know how to use the gestures, but you want to select them. In here you have a tutorial when you click on Learn, and you will know how you can use it. Then click on Done, click on Get Started. Okay, and now we are ready to use our device. Also, don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because as you can see, some of the things might still be installed from the Play Store. So wait until everything gets downloaded, and then you can turn off your Wi-Fi. Okay, so that was the first method, and now I'll show you the second one. Alright, so now let's go with the second method, just like I was saying before. And now to restore the backup from the Google one, all we need to do, when we are doing the setup process, of course, when we have that option for setup using another device, we need to click on Skip. We need to also manually connect to the Wi-Fi this time, so let me do it. Simply connect. Okay. Once you have connected, click on Next. Now we need to wait a little. Alright, the loading has finished. Now we have something like that. Copy apps and data. Click on Next. But now we need to select that we cannot use other device. Click on OK. Also, if you don't know how to create a backup using the Google one, on our channel there's a video when I'm explaining everything step by step. So if you want to look, you can look for it. And now, very important thing. We need to log in into the same Google account on which, into the same Google account that we have selected when we are creating a backup. It is really important because if you'll be logged in into other Google account, you won't be able to restore your chats. So now let's simply log in. That's what I'm going to do right now. Type your mail and click on Next. Okay, and now type your password. And click on Next. And now click on Next. Click on Agree. And now simply select the backup that you want to restore. In my case, I have a pretty long list, but let's say I want that one. So I'll select it. And now we need to select manually the things that we want to restore. In my case, I want everything except the apps, so I will unselect them, but I want to keep the rest. Then click on Restore. Okay, and now we have a simple setup process, so we can set the password, fingerprint or device. I'll skip it because it's always available later. In the settings, when it comes to the Google services, I always scroll down and I like to keep them enabled. Same thing with the photos and videos and other device data. Those things are connected with the backup services. They are really, really useful, so I highly recommend turning it on. Now we need to choose the default browser and the search engine. I always pick the Chrome and the Google as my search engine. We can continue the setup right now or leave and get a reminder. I'll continue. Now we have the Gemini, which is our personal assistant. Let's click on Continue. And in here we can enable the Hey Google sentence to launch the Gemini. It's completely up to you. In my case, I'll turn it on, because why not? In here you can review additional apps or add another email account. In my case, I don't want anything of it. Now let's wait a little. Click on Next. Scroll down. Click on Agree. As a navigation method, you can select the buttons or the gestures. If you don't know how to use the gestures, you can click on Learn. Click on Done. Click on Get Started. Okay, and now as you take a look, we are ready to use our device, and don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because some of the things, as you can see, are still syncing, and the things from the Play Store might still be downloaded, so simply wait until everything gets done. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find About Device. Then we have to scroll down again and go to the status, and as you can see the serial number is right under the IMEI numbers. And this is the only way to check the serial number in this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll to the very bottom and find System and Update. Then let's go to Backup and Reset and tap on Reset Phone. Here we have to tap on Reset Network and Bluetooth settings and confirm it by tapping on Reset. And now your device will immediately reset Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and mobile network settings. Be aware, because you cannot undo this action, so perform it only if you're ready and sure. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's begin with the fastest way through the secret code. We have to open the dialer, tap on the keypad and enter the code, which is *##06#. And as you can see, by this code we are provided with both the main numbers of this device, so let's tap on OK, and another way through the settings. So we have to open the settings, then let's scroll down to the very bottom to find About Device, then scroll down again to go to the status right here. And as you can see, we've got both the main numbers for both SIM slots. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So if your device is blacking out a little bit too fast for your liking, all you have to do is to go to the settings. Let me go back. Here we have to scroll and find Display and Brightness, and here let's scroll down to find the option which is called Auto Screen Off. And as you can see, after tapping on it, we've got more options from which we can choose. At the top, relatively short options, and at the bottom, the longest, which is 30 minutes. So all you have to do is to tap on the option like to use. I'll pick 10 minutes, and as you can see, it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on, after 10 minutes of an activity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to reset camera preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode. I also hope that you can see those grid lines. I've applied them before I've started the recording because I'd like to show you a visual evidence that the reset option will work, so they should disappear after resetting. So now all we have to do is to tap on this 3 bars icon in the right upper corner and go to the settings. Here let's scroll down to the very bottom and find Restore Defaults and tap on Restore. And as you can see, we just got back and the grid lines are not visible, which means that we just successfully removed or actually reset all camera preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to reset settings. So let's start with opening the settings, and here, let me go back. Here we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find System and Update, and go to Backup and Reset. Here we've got the option Reset Phone, and reset all settings. Confirm everything with your screen lock and tap on Reset. Here we've got the information that this operation cannot be undone, so be aware about that and simply tap on Reset. And now your device will reset different settings which are connected, for example, with the navigation. As you can see, we do not have the gesture navigation right now, or with the screen timeout. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode, so let's switch to the video one. If you've got the red color inside the shutter button, for sure you're on the video mode. It is also highlighted. So now we can take a look at this option bar at the top, and on the second position from the right we've got the resolution. So after tapping on it we can open more options. We've got 3 of them: 1080p, which is currently applied, 720p and 4K. So all you have to do is to tap on the option Black to use. As you can see, it will be immediately highlighted. It is also visible right here, which means that from now on our device will use the chosen resolution whilst recording a video. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So let's begin with opening the recents, and depending on what kind of navigation type you've got set, you can do it differently. If you've got the 3 buttons navigation, simply tap on the button with 3 bars icon, and if you've got the gesture, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold it somewhere here like that. And here we've got the recents. Basically, if you wish, you can close them one by one manually, but if you've got a lot of apps opened, I highly recommend to simply tap on close. Now we can go back, and here we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. Alright, so it's quite easy in this device. All you have to do is to go to the settings. And actually, before we'll start, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. Simply for checking, you can use Wi-Fi or mobile data. However, if you'll decide to download the updates, I highly recommend switching to the Wi-Fi. So in the settings, we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Update. And here at the top, we've got the option Software Update. And now your device will check for the updates. It will do it automatically, so you do not have to tap on anything. And after checking, it will show you the results. Here we've got the first scenario where the version is up to date and there's nothing to download. We are good to go. And the second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added, and then you will be able to tap on download or install and apply the update. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app. And currently we are in the standard photo mode, so all we have to do is to tap on this 3 bars icon in the right upper corner to open more settings. And as you can see, the second bar is connected with the timer, so we've got off, 3 and 10 seconds delay. So let me choose, for example, 10 seconds delay. Just tap on the option which you'd like to use. As you can see, inside the shutter button we'll have the notification that we've got the timer set. So now all you have to do is to simply tap on the shutter button, and from now on our device will count down from 10 or 3, depending on which option you've chosen, and after that time it will simply take a photo. Alright, and if you wish to turn off the timer, simply go to the three bars icon again and tap on off. And from now on, your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button without any kind of countdown. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. Alright, so we have to start with opening the settings. Right here, let's scroll down to the very bottom to find System and Update, and then tap on Language and Region. Here we have to tap on Edit, and now we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. So all you have to do is to find yours and then tap on this plus icon next to it. So let me do it. And now your device will immediately ask you whether you'd like to set the new language as a default one. So just tap on yes, and now as you can see, the whole system will be displayed in the chosen language. If you've got more than one languages added here, all you have to do to change them is to reorder the languages. So let me tap on English and hold it, and now we can drag it to the first position. Then let's tap on confirm or something like that, and here we've got English applied. If you wish to remove the languages from this list, just tap on edit and tap on this minus icon next to the language which you want to remove. And after getting back, you can see that we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome, in front of me is OPPO Reno 14 5G, and in this video I will show you how to change DPI settings on the smartphone. So to change your DPI settings, you have to first open Settings menu, then scroll down to Display and Brightness section, open it, and then scroll down to Font and Display Size settings. Now in font settings, you can change the font on your phone by choosing one of the default ones or going for more by clicking more right here. Then you can change the font size by moving this slider to the right to increase the size of your font, or change the font weight by moving this slider. In some cases this second option isn't available for some other fonts. That you can also enable adaptive font weight if you switch this toggle to the right, and you can click apply once you're happy with your result. In display size section, you can switch between large, standard and small display sizes, and once you select the option that you like the most, the changes will be applied automatically. And that's how you change DPI settings on your smartphone. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down and find Security and Privacy. Then let's scroll down again to find more Security and Privacy. And here let's localize the option which is called Installation Sources. So basically here we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and let's pretend I'd like to download the app from Chrome, so from my browser. All we have to do is to find it in the list and tap on the switcher next to it. Your device will ask you if you really want to do it. You have to know that you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk, so remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Simply tap on Allowed to confirm, and as you can see right now the switcher is active, which means that the Chrome is allowed to install some content, and obviously works the same with all other apps. And moreover, you can also remove previously granted permissions. It's quite easy. Simply tap on the switcher next to the app. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So first of all, we have to open the browser. In my case, it will be Google Chrome, but no worries, this operation is pretty similar in all other browsers that are commonly used. So I'm pretty sure that you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own browser. So now all we have to do is to tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and then tap on Delete Browsing Data. Here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies, cache, and other site data. Here we can change the time range from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 7 days or even all time. It's totally up to you. Just tap on the option and then tap on delete data. However, if you wish to remove some advanced browsing history, just tap on more options, and here we've got them. So here we've got those basics, and here advanced like saved passwords, autofill from data, and site settings. So if you want to remove something, make sure that it is marked. I will remove everything, and tabs also. Again, here you can also change the time range, and you should, because the previously set time range will not affect this one. So let me set all time and then tap on delete data. We just got back. Here we've got the information, which means that we just successfully removed everything. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily reboot OPPO Reno 14. Okay, but before we begin, let me tell you a few things. Why is it worth to reboot this device from time to time? So, from my analysis and personal experience, because I was using this device for a week, or more like 2 weeks. So I can tell you that performing a simple reboot from time to time, I mean, it's like 3 days in a week, can help with the performance of this device. Because, for example, sometimes it happens with all of the devices that it gets lagged, it works pretty slow, and reboot can help with those problems. Also, thanks to the reboot, the RAM of our device gets freed up, and it also might help with its speed. I mean, we can gain some speed thanks to that, thanks to the simple reboot. Alright, so to reboot this device, all we need to do is to launch the power menu. We do it by clicking the power button and volume up button, just like that, and now simply drag this white ball into the restart. Now, release your finger. As you can see, the OPPO logo disappeared. Within a few seconds, it will appear again on the screen, and our device will be turned on. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find sounds and vibration. Then let's scroll down and go to this ringtone and alert sounds and tap on the specific ringtone. So here we've got different sections from which we can choose the ringtone from. We've got classic and nature. Here we've got also on this device, which means that if you've got something, for example, downloaded or recorded, then you will be able to find it here, tap on it and set it as your ringtone. And basically all you have to do right now is to choose the ringtone. I'll pick something from the nature ones, and now to listen how the particular ringtone sounds, you have to simply tap on it, and it will be maybe not that loud, and you will be immediately able to decide whether you like it or not. So let's pretend I want the sunlight on snow to be set as my ringtone. So all I have to do is to mark it, tap on it, and then go back. Go back again, and as you can see, it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on, this device will use the chosen ringtone to notify about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So first of all, let's open your contact list and find the contacts which you wish to block, and then tap on it, of course. Then let's scroll down and find the option block numbers and tap on block. And as you can see right here, we've got this characteristic icon, which means that we just successfully blocked the number. Of course, we can unblock it the same way right here, just by tapping on unblock numbers. But let me leave it like this. We will check whether it will appear on the blacklist, because that's what we want to do now. So enter the blacklist. And what we have to do that is to go to the dialer, just tap on it, and then tap on this 3 bars icon on the left. Then go to the settings, and here in this general section we've got blocked numbers. So this is our blacklist, and that's the number we blocked from our contacts. So as you can see, the previous option works. Here we can tap on add a number and enter the number manually, tap on block, and it will be immediately applied. Here we've got the option unknown. We can turn it on and off just by using the switcher, and basically your device will block the calls from all unidentified callers. And to unblock the number, simply tap on this X button right next to it and tap on unblock. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the option notifications and quick settings. Here we have to tap on the status bar, and as you can see, here we've got the option battery percentage and battery style. I've just mentioned battery style because the percentage strongly depends on this option at the top. What I mean, right now we've got the horizontal battery style set. That's why we can simply tap on battery percentage, and we've got 3 different options. So we can show it inside the battery icon, outside the battery icon, or do not show it at all. So simply just tap on the option which you'd like to use. It will be immediately applied. However, if we will change the battery style to the vertical one, the battery percentage option will change immediately, and all we can do now is to simply turn it on and turn it off. Basically, we can display the percentage only next to the battery icon. We cannot display it inside. The same situation in the loop option. We can simply turn it on and off, and in the option do not show the battery, which means that we can either display battery percentage or not. So basically just choose first of all the style which you like the most, and then whether you want to use the battery percentage, whether you want to show it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's start with opening the app which will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, settings, whatever, just have the keyboard on the screen, and then tap on this settings icon, so the gear icon. Then let's tap on languages, and here tap on add keyboard. And as you can see, we've been transferred to the full list of available keyboards from which we can choose. So we can scroll and find it, or simply tap on search language and enter the name of the language which you'd like to apply. After finding, just tap on it. And here we've got different keyboard layouts, so you can just mark the option which you wish to use and then tap on done. As you can see, the language has been immediately applied, and before I'll show you how to remove the language from this list, I'd like to show you how to use the keyboard with 2 or more languages added. After getting back, you can see that we've got this hint. Basically, we've got a new icon which is called globe icon, thanks to which we can change the keyboard layout. So now we've got English, and after tapping on the globe icon, we can switch to the Urdu one. Moreover, the spacebar, it's not empty anymore. Right now we've got the name of the language we're currently using. So if you wish to remove the language, simply open the settings again, tap on the languages, and tap on this edit icon in the right upper corner. Mark the language which you wish to remove and tap on the trash bin icon. And as you can see, we've got only 1 language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And we have to start with scrolling all the way down to find About Device. Then we have to localize a special number which is called build number, and we have to go to the version. And as you can see in this device, the build number is called version number, but that's okay. All we have to do is to keep tapping on it until we'll see that we are in the developer mode. So now we have to go back to the general list of the settings and go to System and Update. Then let's tap on Developer Options, and here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. As you can see, this list is really long. So for example, we can enable the strict mode, show view updates, change window animation scale, show surface updates. Here we've got some options which are connected with the networking overall, because we've got Bluetooth, USB, Wi-Fi, NFC, etc. So to turn on the feature, simply tap on the switcher on it and it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course, you can turn it off the same way, and if you've got the options without the switcher, simply tap on them to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can turn them off. Just go to the very top of the list and tap on the switcher at the top. Your device will ask if you want to restart it. Simply tap on restart. I don't want to do it. And after this operation, the developer options will disappear from the system and update settings. But of course, no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the version number step and keep tapping. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So let's begin with making sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required, and then we can enter the Play Store. Be aware that you will be able to follow all of my steps if you've got your Google account added to the device. If not, you have to do it right now before entering the Play Store, or you can do it after, but you have to do it. You can check our tutorial of how to add or remove a Google account in this specific device. Alright, so let's finally enter the Play Store, and now all we have to do is to tap on the circle in the right upper corner, which is your account. Or our account, let's say. Then let's tap on Manage Apps and Device, and now you've got two different ways of entering the updates. Here in this overview section, we've got this updates available option. We can simply tap on it and we will be transferred to the section where you can check the updates. And to be honest, this is the best way, the best option to enter if you wish to update only one of those apps or update all at the same time. You can just tap on Update All, or find the app and then tap on Update. The second way is to go to Manage instead of Overview, and here tap on Updates Available. And as you can see, we've got the same list of the same apps, so basically this is the same, but here you can mark more apps. Instead of tapping on Update, you can simply choose specific apps and then tap on Update icon in the right upper corner, and no, Update icon. And now your device will download the updates, and after that they will be successfully installed and automatically updated. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to add or remove a Google account in this device. So let's start with opening the settings. We will begin with removing the account. Here let's scroll down to the very bottom and find Users and Accounts and go to Google. Tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on Remove Account. Tap on Remove Account to confirm, and as you can see, it will actually immediately disappear. Of course, if you've got the screen lock, you will have to enter it to confirm the whole step. So that was quite easy, and adding the account is even easier. You can do it using the Google section, or again, Users and Accounts. Tap on Add Account and choose Google. Make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. Here we can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone and tap on Next. Right here we have to enter the password, so let me do this out of the screen. Alright, and tap on next. Here we have to decide who will be using this device, so just mark the option and tap on next. Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, you can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. And we just successfully added our Google account to this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find the system and update. Then let's tap on date and time, and here we've got some options which are currently inactive. It is because we are using the automatic time and the time zone. So first of all, let's turn off both of those switchers, and now we can freely tap on date and change it just by swiping. It will be immediately applied, and same with the time, just tap on it and change it by swiping. Here at the top we can also change time format. You can either use 24-hour one or 12-hour one. It's totally up to you. Unfortunately, we cannot change the date format. It has to be this one. We can also set the time zone, just tap on the time zone, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available time zones from which we can choose. So simply find yours and then tap on it, it will be immediately set. And the dual clock, you can turn it on and off just by using the switcher, and basically the whole idea of this feature is that your device will display two different clocks. The first one from the place you're currently in, the place which is set right here, and the second one from any other place of your choice, so it's up to you. You can just enter this option and search for a CT. Here you can also decide where you would like to display the dual clock on, so home screen or both lock screen and home screen. Alright, so this is the manual customization of date and time. Of course, you can go back to all previous settings just by tapping on those switchers right here to set everything automatically. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to change the 3 buttons navigation into the gestures, or the other way around. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to find System and Update. Then let's tap on System Navigation, and as you can see here we've got 2 different options, so buttons and gestures. Before we will set the gestures, I just wanted to draw attention to the button layout, so basically we can reorder the back button and the recents, and here you can manage Circle to search and Digital Assistant from Google. Alright, so to set the gestures we have to simply tap on this animation. Your device will ask you whether you'd like to go through the tutorial and learn the gestures. I don't want to do it, I will also explain them in a second. Instead of the 3 buttons, we've got this line which is responsible for some gestures. We can hide it if you wish, just by using this switcher, and it's obviously up to you. Here you've got more customization option, again circle to search, and sensitivity to back gesture, and to be honest I highly recommend to get back to this option after a while of using the gestures, so you will be able to decide whether you need the sensitivity to be higher or lower. Alright, so in order to get back to the previous page, just like by using the back button, you have to swipe your finger from the side to the center of your device, just like that, and if you can see this arrow you can release the finger. The same situation from the left side. If you wish to get back directly to the home page, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device, and make sure that this motion is quick and short, so something like that. And if you wish to open the recents, repeat the gesture, so from the bottom to the center, but hold your finger somewhere here, like that. And here we've got the recents. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to add the fingerprint to this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to find Security and Privacy. And then let's scroll down again and find Device Unlock. and go to fingerprint and face unlock. Tap on fingerprint and tap on agree. Of course, if you do not have a regular screen lock, you will have to enter it, add it right now. If not, you will be just transferred to, if you've got the screen lock, you will be transferred to another step. If not, you have to add it right now. So let me just quickly add the pattern. And finally, we can add the fingerprint. Here we've got the screen protector reminder. It might affect the usage of the fingerprint sensor. Alright, so now all we have to do is to put our finger on the sensor and now do it multiple times in order to add the fingerprint fully. So try to catch every part of it for better recognition, of course. Alright, tap on done. And here we've got the fingerprint section. This is the fingerprint we just added. We can rename it or remove it, add another fingerprint. And here we can decide for what we want to use our fingerprint for. Quick launch fingerprint animation, where you can customize the animations, up to you. And you can decide whether you'd like to show the fingerprint icon when the screen is off. So the most important thing right now is whether it works. So let me lock the device. Here we've got the sensor, let me put my finger on it, and as you can see, the device is unblocked, which means that we just successfully added the fingerprint. Alright, so that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find wallpapers and style. Let me quickly just change the position of my phone. Alright, here we've got in the wallpapers and style, and all you have to do is to simply tap on this wallpaper section. Here we've got some pre-installed options from which we can choose, so pre-installed wallpapers. So we've got also album, so we can enter our own gallery. Of course, give all the permissions it needs to find our own photo and set it as a wallpaper. Or if you've got the internet connection and if you're logged into the account, you can go to more wallpapers, give all the permissions again, and here you can download some beautiful wallpapers and apply them. But I will pick something from the pre-installed options, so we will not just waste our time. So let me maybe quickly pick this one. So just tap on the wallpaper and it will immediately appear on the full screen. And then if you're happy with the result, just tap on apply to. Now you can decide where you want to set it, so as a home screen, lock screen, both, or use carousel wallpapers. I'll simply pick both. And here we've got the preview of the lock screen and the home screen, and after swiping to the home screen, here we've got an additional option which was not available before. So here we can set wallpaper color. Just tap on it. And now, as you can see, we can simply apply the gradient, tap on it again, and here we've got the gradient option and solid colors. Here we can tap on the specific option, we can change the intensity of the specific color, we can make it vibrant or more pastel-like. It's up to you totally. I think I will match it to the lock screen because I would like to have this flower applied, and then all you have to do is to tap on apply in the right upper corner. Now let's wait a second or two. Okay, I don't want to turn it on. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been applied successfully. Alright, so that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to activate automatic system updates on this device. So in this video I'll show you two different ways of activating automatic system updates. The first one is more user-friendly, it's simply in the settings, and the second one requires opening the developer options. So let's start with the first one. All we have to do is to go to the settings. Here let's scroll all the way down to find system and update, and then tap on software update at the top. Now we have to tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner, and here we've got auto update, so let's tap. And now all you have to do is to take a look at this option auto download, tap on it, and make sure that it is changed from do not allow, because probably you will have this option turned on, or Wi-Fi, and make sure that you've got the Wi-Fi set. I do not recommend choosing Wi-Fi or mobile data, or simply mobile data, because basically the files which are connected to the update are quite large, and you may be charged for the usage of the mobile data. So make sure that it is set on the Wi-Fi, and now you're good to go. Your device will automatically download the updates. Moreover, you've got another option using the developer options, and basically it is more advanced, and usually it will happen without notifying you about it. So your device will really automatically download and apply the updates. So if you wish to turn it on, we have to go to the settings. Now let's scroll down to the very bottom to find About Device. Then let's scroll down and go to the version, and keep tapping on the version number until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. Then we have to go back to the general list of the settings and go to System and Update, and tap on Developer Options. And now all we have to do is to scroll down just a little bit to find this option, Automatic System Updates. And if you've got it turned off, simply tap on the switcher to turn it on, and from now on, since this option is active, your device is allowed to apply the updates whenever it will be restarted, and obviously whenever the update is available. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily create a WhatsApp backup on your OPPO Reno 14. Alright, so let's begin. Let's open up our WhatsApp. Now, when we are on the main page, let's click on those three dots in the top right corner, and now click on the settings. Now find the chats, scroll down a little, and find chat backup. Okay, and let's discuss a few things. Let's begin with the Google account. In here, currently, you can see that in my case, this Google account is selected, and it means that on this account, our WhatsApp backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if we want to restore our chats in the future, we'll need to be logged in into the same Google account that we have selected right in here. If you want to add another one, simply click on Add and log in into other Google account. Okay, below we have the automatic backups. Defaultly this option is set on off, but in my case I put it on the monthly. And it means that each month the backup will be automatically made, and I don't need to remember about making it manually. Pretty convenient and comfortable feature. So if you want, you can pick between one of those modes. For me, monthly is like perfect. It's also worth enabling to include the videos in our backup, because this option is also disabled. And on the bottom, we have end-to-end encrypted backup. If you choose to turn it on, in here you will be able to create a unique password that you will need to type in the future if you want to restore your chats. It's like an extra security feature, but be aware that if you lose that password, you won't be able to restore the chats. But creating it, it's not necessary to create a backup. So it's completely up to you. Okay, now make sure that you have some free Google storage space, and now hit the backup button. Now the process will start. Okay, and now as we take a look on the hour, and the last backup was made like, 10 seconds ago, so everything went fine. So now our backup of our WhatsApp is stored in the cloud of our Google account that we have selected right in here. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily restart OPPO Reno 14. Alright, so let's begin. We have two methods how we can restart this device, and let me discuss both methods, and then I'll show you how you can perform each method. So when it comes to the reboot, it's the easiest way and the most common. Also, it's recommended when we have access into our device, when the screen is fully responsive, but we have a little problems, for example, that the apps are loading really long, or when the device isn't working properly, but we still have access into the the touch screen is responsive. So to perform a normal reboot, all we need to do is to launch the power menu by clicking the power button and volume up button. As you can see, it appeared, and now we need to hold and drag this white ball into the restart. Then simply release your finger. After a few seconds, the device will be turned on again automatically, and it will be ready to use. For example, this method helped me when I had a little problem with one of my apps. It simply didn't want to launch. It was stuck in the loading screen, and a simple reboot helped me, and then it started working again. And now let's go into the second method. It's called the forced restart, and it's recommended, for example, when the touchscreen isn't responsive, the phone gets lagged or frozen when we cannot perform anything. I had that situation once before when I was using this device, and a forced restart also helped me. So to perform a forced restart, again we need to use the power button and volume up button, but this time we need to hold them for a longer period of time. So keep holding both of the buttons. Okay, keep holding. We need to wait until the OPPO logo appears on the screen. Okay, now we can release. As you can see, the OPPO logo appeared easily on the screen. Now we need to simply wait until the device turns on. Also, the forced restarting or simple reboot also frees up the RAM of our device. And thanks to that, it can also help with the speed of the device. It might simply start working a little bit faster. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a backup of your data on the OPPO Reno 14. Okay, so I was using this device for a little bit, and let me show you, in my opinion, the best way to create a backup, and it's thanks to the Google one. The Google one is like a cloud, and in that place all of our data will be saved and stored. And also creating it is really easy. We don't need to do many things. So to create a backup, we need to open up the settings of our device. Now scroll down all the way down until you find System and Update. Now click on Backup and Reset, and in here we have our Google backup. Also, it's worth turning on the automatic restore, so when reinstalling an app, restore backed up settings and data. Pretty worth enabling. Now let's click on the Google account, and now you can see that when it comes to the backup details, we have the photos and videos and other device data. There's a chance that they won't be enabled, so all you need to do is to click on them and make sure that they are enabled right in here when it comes to that. Okay, same thing with the other device data. Make sure that it's enabled. Okay, you will also see it right in here if they are enabled. Okay, and now all we need to do is to hit the Backup Now button, but before we do it, let's go back a little and let's click on the Google. Because there was no information about on which account the backup will be saved and stored. And in here we have our Google account that we are currently logged into. And on that account that you can see right in here on your device, of course, is the account on which the backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if you want to restore that backup in the future, you'll need to be logged into the same Google account that you have been logged into when you were making a backup. It's that account. So simply don't forget that account and password to it. Okay, let's get back into the backup and let's click that button. Now the process will start. A bar now should appear any second. Okay, in here we have that circle, and it will start, as you can see, slowly to fulfill. And when it disappears, the circle, it means that our backup has been successfully made. So I'll see you once it's done. Alright, the circle disappeared, and that means that our backup has been successfully made. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can unlock your OPPO Reno 14 without password. Alright, so let's begin. But let's discuss a few things before. The first thing is that please only try to unlock your device, in the other case someone else's, because that might be considered as a crime, and that's also unethical, so have that in mind. Also, you need to remember that in the process and in the method that I'm about to show you, we will have to perform a factory reset using the recovery mode, and because of it, our data will be erased. I'm sorry, but that's the only way. And also you need to remember that if you erase all of your data and you get into the setup process after it, there you will have to you will have to log into your Google account that you were previously logged into. Before resetting the device, you'll need to log into that Google account to confirm, to go through the setup process. So you need to remember about those things. So now, as you can see, device is locked. I cannot remember my lock screen. And now, how to enter the recovery mode and perform the factory reset. We need to power off our device. Let's click the power button and volume up button first, and let's select the power off. Okay, now to enter the recovery mode, we need to use the two button combination. We need to hold the power button and volume down button at the same time. And when the OPPO logo appears on the screen, we need to release the finger from the power button, but keep holding volume down. Just like that. Okay, now we need to select our language. Now select format data. Now type this code using your keyboard, but remember that it's the last moment where you can stop this process, because when we all type the code and click on format, our data will be permanently erased. If you want to go through, type the code and click on format. Okay, wiping process has started, now it's finished. Data formatted, click on OK, and now within a few seconds the phone will be turned on automatically. And the next thing that we need to do is to set up our device. And remember about that Google verification that I was talking before. There is a huge chance that it will appear on your screen, and you will have to log into the Google account that you were previously logged into before resetting the device. Alright, that's all on this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily restore the WhatsApp chats on OPPO Reno 14. Alright, so let's say that we have just bought this new phone and we want to get our chats back of our WhatsApp. To do it, we need to have the WhatsApp backup already created. If you don't know how to do it, on our channel there's a lot of videos when we are showing how to create a WhatsApp backup. It works every time, so you can simply find that video, and then you have to create a backup on your previous device to restore on this one. So now, before we start our WhatsApp, let's open up our settings. Let's scroll down into the bottom, all the way down, and let's click on the Google. And in here, let's make sure that we are logged into proper Google account. And what I mean, when you are creating a WhatsApp backup, you need to choose the Google account on which you want to create that backup. And on that account that you have selected, your backup is stored. So before restoring the chats, make sure that you are logged into the same Google account that you have selected during the backup process, because if you will be logged into wrong account, there's a huge chance that the option to restore the chats won't appear. So simply make sure that you're logged into proper account. Now we can open up our WhatsApp. In here, select your language and click on agree and continue. Click on allow to send us the notifications, and now in here in this bar we need to type our phone number. Then, when we type it, we'll have to verify it also. We have two methods, code from the SMS message or the missed call function. It's completely up to you which option you choose. For me, the missed call is much more comfortable. Okay, so now I'll type my phone number and I'll see you in a second. Alright, and once you have verified your phone number, something like that should appear on the screen. Contacts and media. Now we need to click on continue. Click on allow, and allow all. And now, as you can see, we have option to restore our chats. Below we can see the date when the last backup was made, the size of that backup, and the account on which we made it. And as you take a look, it's the same Google account that I am currently logged into in the settings of my OPPO Reno. And also remember that if you don't restore your chats right now, you won't be able to do it later. So let's hit the restore button right now, and let's wait until everything gets restored. In my case, it won't take long because I don't have that many messages. Okay, 10 messages restored, your media will restore in the background. Now let's click on next. In here you can type your name and also change the profile photo if you are interested. Then click on next. And now, as you take a look, all of the messages, including the videos and the photos, has been successfully restored on our OPPO. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to add the photo to a contact in this device. So let's begin with opening your contact list. Find the contacts. Let me go to contacts. Find the contact which you'd like to edit and tap on it. And then tap on this edit icon, so pencil icon. Here we've got picture and calling card, so basically you can set the photo on this calling card and basically this person will be shown on the full screen, or you can simply set the picture. Basically it looks pretty similar, so let me just tap on this plus icon here. So first of all the incoming call card. So here you've got different sections from which you can choose the photo from. So camera, you can open the camera app and take a photo of someone who's right in front of you, or choose from gallery or Google Photos. Obviously you do not have to use the photo of this specific person. You can use, I don't know, any kind of landscape or whatever you wish actually. And the second way is to simply tap on this picture, profile icon, let's say. And here we've got more options because we've got device photos. Obviously we can open the camera app so we can take a photo. We can choose something from the gallery, but here we've got also monograms, so we can choose the first letters of the name and the surname. You can of course customize them if you wish, or you can just leave it without the letter. You can of course change the font and the background color. You can also use emoji. Just tap on the circle, and here you can choose different emojis which you wish to apply as the photo. So that's quite nice. Here we've got also the monochrome option, so you can so it looks more like an icon rather than the emoji. And here we've got illustrations which are free of charge and they are available online, so if you don't feel like using monogram or any of your photos, you can try to find something here. So just tap on the photo and you will be able to use it. Here you've got also the presets, so you can change the colors. And it doesn't matter whether you will use the illustration or your own photo, you will be able to crop it. So you can simply zoom it in or out and change the position of the photo. And thanks to this, you can decide what you will see after saving the whole contact, because this highlighted circle is responsible for it. So position it just like you want to, and then tap on choose. And tap on save in the right upper corner. And as you can see, and this is how our contact will look like. Of course, you will be able to see this photo on the contact list, and for example during all incoming calls from that specific number. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14, and let me share with you how to check the total screen time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here we have to scroll down in order to find the digital well-being and parental controls. So here we've got the graph which will show us for how long we've been using this device today. As you can see, in my case it was 30 minutes. Most of the time I've spent on the settings. We can tap inside the graph to check some further details. We can check the screen time in particular days of the week. As you can see, we can compare them. Just tap on the specific day and check the minutes. We can change the screen time to notifications received and times opened, and under it we've got the list of apps which we've been using with specific time we've spent on them. You can tap on the specific app and again you've got the dashboard, but this time it is obviously tightly connected with only this one app. Moreover, next to some apps we've got this characteristic hourglass icon, and basically if you will decide you're spending too much time on one app, you can set it. So set the timer. Let me tap on it here. And we can set it, for example, for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And it means that we will be able to use this app for only 1 hour and 30 minutes during a day. After that, our device will simply block the app, and the block will be reset at midnight. And again, we will be able to use it for 1 hour and 30 minutes in the next day. But of course, if you want to, you can block it immediately. Simply set it for 0 hours and 0 minutes. Confirm it with OK. As you can see, the app will be grayed out. And if I will try to open it, our device will show us this information that the app has been paused and sorry, you will be able to use it tomorrow, but obviously we won't because we've got 0 hours and 0 minutes. So obviously we can change it, we can turn off the timer, but I think it is a quite nice option to try to use if you wish to limit the time you're spending on the screen and on the specific app. Moreover, I just wanted to show you we've got another option to limit the time spent on the screen. For example, here we've got ways to disconnect, so the app timers, I've just discussed them. We've got also something called focus mode, so if you've got distracting apps like for example social media, you can mark them here. Here we've got the full list of apps. So let me just quickly do something like that. Then we can set a schedule, so we can choose specific days of the week, specific hours, etc. It's up to you completely. And after tapping on set, your device will basically hide the notifications from those distracting apps during a schedule, of course. So you will have time to, I don't know, focus on family, friends, studying, working, resting, whatever you wish to do in that kind of hours. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in front of me I have OPPO Reno 14, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily reset this device. Okay, so let's begin. We have two methods how we can reset our OPPO. First, and the recommended method when we have access to the phone and when the phone works normally, it's fully responsive, is a reset through the settings. So I'll show you how you can do it. Let's open up our settings. Now simply scroll all the way down until you find System and Update. Now select Backup and Reset and click on Reset Phone. In here, of course, we are interested in the last option, Erase All Data, but we can also reset all settings or reset network and Bluetooth settings. When it comes to the resetting of this device, what I highly recommend is, just in case, to create a backup of our data. On our channel there's a video when I'm showing you how you can easily do it, so if you want you can find that video. Thanks to that, even after we reset this device, we will be able to restore our data. Pretty cool thing, so I highly recommend it. Now to perform that reset, all you need to do is to click on Erase All Data. If you have a lock screen set, there's a huge chance that you will need to type it or draw it. Of course, everything depends on the type of the password, but if you do it, your device will be turned off, then turned on again, and it will be ready to use. Don't worry, this is a 100% method. I am resetting a lot of devices during the week, so it works every time, and don't worry, nothing will be damaged. Of course, except of your data, because of the factory reset, we need to erase them. So that's the first method. Now let's go into the second one, which is called a reset through the recovery mode. To perform it, we need to power off our device. And also I will tell you that this method I'm about to show you is recommended, for example, when the device isn't responsive, we cannot, basically when we cannot perform the first method. So let's power off our device. Okay, and now to enter the recovery mode, we need to use the 2-button combination. We need to hold the power button and volume down button at the same time. When the OPPO logo appears, we need to release the finger from the power button, but we need to keep holding volume down. So let's start holding. Okay, now release the finger from the power button. Okay, and now we are in recovery mode. To move around this menu, we can use the volume keys to navigate, or we can simply use our fingers because the screen is fully responsive. Select your language, and now select Format Data. If you want to use the buttons to confirm the selected option, you can use the power button, just like that. Now type this code using your password, and now we need to click on Format. Okay, data formatted, click on OK. As you can see, the device automatically turned off, and within a few seconds it will be automatically turned on. And the next step is the setup process. We need to simply set up our device. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO Reno 14 and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalization. So let's begin with the personalization. Let's go to the settings. Right here we have to scroll down and find Google. Tap on all services, scroll down and go to privacy and security. Then let's tap on ads. And as you can see here, we've got something called advertising ID. Removing it will not decrease the amount of the advertisements. However, they will not be personalized, so they will not show you the content which you potentially would like to buy. So first of all, tap on Reset Advertising ID, tap on Confirm, and then Delete Advertising ID. And tap on Delete Advertising ID, and as you can see, it will be removed. Another thing which I highly recommend to do is to try to check the notifications connected with the apps which are showing you the advertisements. So for example, let's pretend I've got problems with Play Store. I'll show you as an example what to do it. Tap on it and hold it, and then go to App Info. Here we've got the option Manage Notifications, so let's tap on it. And under it, after scrolling, we've got different sections. So for example, payments, deals and recommendations. Basically, try to find anything connected with the advertisements, because the names of this option might be different in different apps. So anything connected with the advertisements, and after finding, you can simply tap on it and just tap on the switcher to turn off the notifications. Another thing are the ad blocks, and obviously all you have to do is to go to the Play Store. First of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required, and secondly that you've got your Google account added to the device. If you're not sure how to do it, you can check our tutorial. We've got a specific one of how to add or remove a Google account here. And basically all you have to do is to go to search and enter ad block or ad blocker or anything connected with that, and you will see that you can set the ad block, download the ad block for the Android overall, for the browser, for apps, for Samsung Internet. So just think what you really need and try to download it. Of course, try to download the apps which are for sure secured, which are highly rated. Moreover, if you're using the apps which are showing you the advertisement, so for example, if you're using the file manager which is showing you the advertisements, simply try to replace it with the app which won't show you that. So go here and let's pretend I'm trying to replace my file manager. All we have to do is to enter file manager, and here we've got plenty plenty of apps which we can use to replace our current app, and basically it works with all other apps. I don't know, calendar, clock, whatever is showing you the apps. I'm sure that you will find another app which you can replace it. And as a last tip for that, I highly recommend to go to the settings. Again, here we have to tap on connection and sharing, and here private DNS. Basically, it is usually set on the automatic one, but I highly recommend to simply tap on specified DNS and enter something called dns.adguard.com and tap on save. Basically, it should limit the notifications, the advertisements which you will see. So I highly recommend to simply enter it. And no worries, it's safe. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.